Hello everyone, this is Coyote Z28. I'm going to talk about my experience at Treasure Island, some main attractions, restaurants, some changes that happened there, and if you really dig this video, please smash that like button and hit subscribe. Please watch the video to the end as there is a big surprise I want to show you. Thank you, and I hope you enjoy the rest of the video. Today I'm going to share with you my experience staying at Treasure Island Hotel in Las Vegas. So let's start off by starting with my story of how Treasure Island Hotel was chosen. So back in 2009, my brother and my friend and we decided we wanted to go to Las Vegas. We did our research online and we come to a site called hotwire.com. Now with hotwire.com, the booking process was relatively simple. We get to key in our flights out of Winnipeg. We get to choose whether we want to stay mid-strip, south strip, north part of the strip. We even got to choose what type of hotel, like stars, whether we want to stay in a 3-star, 4-star. So we ended up choosing more of the north part of the strip, and we chose 3 to 4 stars. The only thing different with Hotwire back then is that we couldn't choose the hotel. The hotel was automatically given to us based on the promotional package that was available at that time. And this would be right at the booking process when we were ready to pay. Once we checked everything out, the total amount was, I believe, $2,250, which was $750 per person. And then that's where we found out that we were staying at Treasure Island Hotel. Now, first experiences with the hotel, we were there for 1 week. The very first day we rolled up in there, the hotel looked fantastic. Like the whole theme, the pirate theme, was pretty cool from what we've seen on the strip. Check-in process was pretty simple. We got our deluxe room. We headed up to the room, unpacked everything, and then we decided that we would take a look at the hotel. Now, if you take a look at the Google map that I posted here, it shows that the hotel's faced like a Y, and that's pretty much how everything is throughout that hotel, how you get around. It's a smaller hotel, it's pretty easy to navigate through. Now, they have various different restaurants, different services, etc. On our first day, we decided we needed to get something to eat, so we went to Kahunaville. Kahunaville is basically a tropical island theme type of restaurant with some added flair to it. We sat in the back portion of the establishment. In the back part of the establishment, they had this water fountain feature that came on every 30 minutes. It did music, like a jungle theme music, and then the water would sprout out, kind of like what you see at the Bellagio, but at a smaller scale. It looked pretty cool. They had different lights and stuff like that as well. Now, the food there is pretty fantastic. That was my first experience with customer service there in Las Vegas. And I have to say, Las Vegas people, man, they just, customer service 100%. The best customer service I've ever had. From there, we decided to do a little bit of gambling. But before we did some gambling, the first thing I would strongly recommend to do in Las Vegas is to get your club card. You go up to the club desk there. Now the card is what they use is called Players Club. Now this will you put into slot machines or whether you want to use for tables. And now what this card does, it basically allows the hotel to essentially track your spending habits, whether it's on the slot machine, how many times you put money into the slots, how long you've played the slots for, same with the table games, bets, etc. And this is where they'll cater to you in terms of comps at the hotel for stays or food comps or any other type of comps that they offer there. You'll get different promos each year based on your amount of play that you've done, and that gets tailored directly to you. Some people get slot tournaments entered into, some people get other types of promos and such. Now, like again, for that first week, I didn't actually partake into that. I should have, but one of my best friends did. He partaked in basically slot play. That's what he mostly played. So he did a little bit of gambling. He did actually fairly well during the gambling. Now, what we've also went and did was we checked out a couple of the other restaurants. So, for example, they have a Vietnamese place called Pho's, which has one of the best egg spring rolls I've ever had, like deep fried, really good. It's also right beside the coffee shop, which now the two are combined. The coffee shop was our go-to breakfast in the morning. That was a fantastic place. They also had their own buffet in there. That buffet place was a little small, but it had like one of the best desserts I've ever seen. They had these chocolate strawberries that were pretty amazing. From there, we also decided to see our very first Las Vegas show, which happened to be in a hotel. It's a Cirque du Soleil show called MYSTERE. Now, if you ever go to Vegas, the first thing I'd recommend is to go see MYSTERE. MYSTERE is absolutely amazing, and I'll tell you why. So, this particular Cirque du Soleil show, it caters to all audiences, and it has a little bit of everything in it. So the show will start off beginning, this guy's dressed up like Einstein, he'll come into the crowd, interact with the crowd, you'll have props, he'll use the crowd as part of the show. Another part of that show is you'll have another performer dressed in a baby costume, be bouncing on those big exercise balls. Now the exercise ball that he has, he'll go and push it to someone in like the first 2 rows. Preferably it's usually a male person, then you'll get the person to throw the ball back to you. And then you'll say, Papa! And then that person will end up getting chosen to be part of the show throughout, which I'm not going to give a lot of it away. It's pretty unfunny. Now, Cirque du Soleil wouldn't be a circus without acrobats. Acrobats high up in the air were absolutely amazing. Like I said, it's a must-see show that you should go and see when you're in Vegas. From there, just to let you know, some of the stuff that the hotel has there, so they have like a tram that you can take, because I got to remind you that Treasure Island used to be part of MGM. It was actually changed over shortly after we went there in 2009. The tram will take you from Treasure Island to the Mirage. Now, the tram can be located on the 2nd floor of Treasure Island by Kahunaville. That's something I want to point out about Kahunaville. Kahunaville was a great little restaurant. Unfortunately, they closed in 2016, and I think a lot of it had to do with where it's located. The foot traffic that's coming from the Strip would have to like go through the hotel down towards close to the pool area, which really is not that amount of foot traffic. The way the hotel's kind of built is kind of awkward. Most of your money making would be from the Strip side, so you get the people to go that way down, like a hallway, like a corridor hallway kind of thing. The foot traffic becomes less and less, because then you're taking people away from the gambling. The hotel also has in there a Starbucks. It also has a Starbucks outside in front of it as well. Starbucks is a thing that we usually go to in the mornings, or sometimes throughout the day if we just needed to pick me up, kind of thing. It's a martini. It's a martini. You know how to mix it?
he'll tell you after. Okay. Can we get in the big glass? Yeah, please. Dry ice and everything. That's okay, don't worry about it. Bottle didn't drop. Chalice? You want a blue one? She wants a blue one.
Now that you've made it to the end of the video, you get to see my big jackpot win. And here's my story about it. This was back in 2017 on my last day at Treasure Island Hotel. I went down from my room and decided to go to the high stakes lounge. And in the high stakes lounge they had a Wheel of Fortune machine, which is $20 a spin. So I put in $100. On my second spin I ended up getting the progressive. Now, when you get the progressive like that, the wheel will start spinning at the top and end up landing the second highest on there, which was $1,600. So when that happens, the thing lights up and an attendant will come over, verify the win, and then they'll give you your cash. So in Nevada, they take 30% tax. So out of the 30% of $1,600, I ended up getting $1,120. Oh, and it gets better yet. Before I left the high stakes lounge, I used my $80 ticket. I went over to a top dollar machine, did a couple spins on the top dollar machine, walked out of there with $350. Also to point out, there's another win that you guys weren't made aware of in the video, but on the Thursday of that week, I went over to Mirage Hotel, which is next door, for a buffet using My Vegas rewards. Went with my family and friends. After the buffet, I decided to hit up this 4D type of Wheel of Fortune machine, put in $80, and then I just kept winning and winning and winning. And I said to my friend, I'm like, do you think it's time for me to cash out? He's like, go a couple more times. Went a couple more times, it started losing, and end of the story is I walked away with $450. So if you add the $450 plus the $1,120 plus the $350, basically my whole trip for that week was paid for. Pretty awesome, wasn't it? So pretty much, all in all, that was a fantastic week in Las Vegas. Anyways, thanks for watching, and I hope you have a great day.